possession from Phoenix. It's a fish up center. And in their black away, go.
As we celebrate Diana Taurasi, well, her rookie, DeWanna Bonner, playing for Mercury, and she's in her 17th season.
Bonner with the ball in her hand, back to Copper going downhill. And bounce. This group coming off the road. Win in Seattle. Carla Lake going right to the hoop. Leaves it short. Another opportunity. Second chance. This pops out for Inksler. Carlton keeping it alive.
Shades how hard this team plays.
This group who completed 3 of their last 4 games for wins. DeLeo is able to get the triple. 3 of their last 4 games for wins. DeLeo is able to get the triple. Well, the first time on June 5th.
Since the change of that last name, her scoring has gone up. Marriage has been good to her.
Stepping through, Alyssa Thomas, so strong. Well, Thomas, she impacts on the offensive end in multiple ways. DeLeo back out. Now to Potch. And Potch way off the mark with an air ball, but saved by Inksler. Great hustle there. And Carlton gets it to go as the Chick Carlton second on the team in scoring. And 14 apiece. Bonner. This is it swiftly off the glass and getting DeWanna.
Nate Tibbetts and I talked about pregame about how important it was for DeWanna Bonner, especially when she hits that long 3. You expect her to have a good game.
And late going into the lane. How feisty is she, and how going into the lane does Carla Late?
Because she's so deceptive. Her change of speed, and as soon as she finds a seam, she attacks it like she's hungry.
Great find inside. Brochan gave it up. Bonner sidestep, comes in closer, finds Copper, launching for 3, too strong. 18 fighting for the rebound. In the running, and always bringing that A game, going downhill as you talked about, and foul on the way to the hoop. Inksler commits the foul.
She's so dangerous. Nobody, I think, wants to guard her.
As we take a look at the upcoming WNBA National on ESPN, Indiana, Toronto at 7, followed by Atlanta and Las Vegas at 9. And then you'll see Minnesota. Make sure you go to WNBA.com or visit the WNBA app. The playoff race continuing to heat up. These 2 teams have a long shot to get there. As Bonner, who is knocking it down. Late gets around Brochan and spins off.
I'd go back to DeWanna Bonner. She's open.
You like to call her. This is a heat check. May have gotten a piece of her or deflected. Bonner 3rd on that list. So great history in the building. In season 30 here in the WNBA. Spin move in the paint. The blast, kissing it. Here's Alyssa Thomas. And unanswered points by the Mercury. DeLeo. Way down and come back down. This is a Phoenix Mercury team coming off a win, few days rest. Earlier this week, they were able to pick up a dub against Los Angeles. Third-year head coach talked about he liked the way that they're continuing to formulate down the stretch and get back home. DeLeo.
This may be out of reach, but he talked about when he first got this job, and he had a meeting with Diana Taurasi, and she educated him on how hard the women play in this league and the pride that they play with. It doesn't matter.
McGuiran knows how special she is, signed her to a multi-year deal. As Thomas going on the floor to get it, kicks it out to Bonner, too strong. First miss from 3-point range. Whitcomb, the bounce pass over to Copper. She tries it from beyond the arc and hits. Inside this building on this Sunday afternoon from Phoenix is electric here inside Morgan's Matchup Center. Stolen away, intercepted by Potch.
Yeah, Sammy Whitcomb got a little greedy on that one.
The Booner hits it. Last month and a half, being a great contributor off the bench. And when me Brochan just flipped it up and left it.
It'll be interesting to watch because Portland, Alex Sarama is not afraid to use his bench. The depth that they have, they can keep up this tempo.
Is Thomas and the Mercury, the kick out to Whitcomb.
That possession. This pace has been frenetic, going back and forth.
Tried to get it inside. Good defense position there from Thomas. Stolen away, out leading the break. Copper almost didn't expect it.
Friends and mentors and Kobe Bryant, so incredible. She told him that she was the White Mamba. The White Mamba.
2020, remember that close game that they had against Washington? They won that 88-87. Diana Taurasi had 34 points, and you know whose number she wore that night? Number 8 of Kobe Bryant.
But it also just speaks to how much she grew the game. I mean, at an accelerated pace because of just how elite she was.
And to watch Phoenix play, because you didn't know what to expect Diana Taurasi to do, but you knew it was going to be special.
Off the mark there is in the ball game, along with Lexi Held for the Mercury. Meanwhile, some substitutions with Sarah Williams, Carly Samuelson, and Jordan Harrison on the floor for overthrow. Plum, remember, she came over in the trade earlier this month for Monique Makani, who went over to Los Angeles along with a first and second round pick. And staying away from the basket, it was a lead to go in the opening quarter here from Phoenix. Can't hit. Fourth team foul for the Fire. And the bonus as Broshan, quick launch there. And tracked down Burn, who tied a career-high 20 points in their last game as they held on to win.
Yeah, Winterburn in that first quarter, she was fire hot. She had 16 in the first quarter.
DeLeo, the lefty from downtown, on the floor. Taking more contact, reaching your player out of France. Games streaming on the ESPN app, and over a minute to go, and a tightly contested against the Dreams. Inksler, open look, couldn't hit. Offensive rebound. Single digits on the shot clock. Harrison sizing up. Suarez, no. There's Copper. Looking to get it inside to Martha Suarez, who loses her footing. Deflected.
Pace has been back and forth.
Closing minute of the quarter. Lake tried to step through, took a hard hit on the way to the floor, and she is in pain.
The philosophy was put it up before you turn it over. That was right in the wheelhouse of Diana.
It's 3 of 4 in the opening quarter. 3 of 4 from the floor. The rest of the team just hit 4 field goals. It's 4 of 16. To back on the floor, behind the back, pulls up, no, and ripped down. Copper. But Ayayi driving into the teeth of the defense. Wrestling for the basketball, coming up with it is Marta Suarez. Suarez, who helps to maintain possession. 4 to go on the shot clock. Inside, and Suarez. DeLeo, strong, Inksler, coming up back to get it. Boy, Emily Inksler.
Well, and you don't have to run an offense to Emily Inksler. She just keeps moving, kind of like a Dennis Rodman kind of player. She can get that key putback when you need it.
Bonner thought about it, got to put it up with the defender in her face, and it goes.
Diana Taurasi liked that one.
Answering back the other way are the Fire. Carla Lade, who is a gamer indeed. She's got
You.
welcoming on this special day, the Ring of Honor ceremony for the GOAT, Diana Taurasi. Carolyn Beck, Tiffany Green, along with Angel Gray here with you from Morgan's Matchup Center. And Carly Samuelson knocks down the...
Anna Bonner has already hit 3 threes, and I talked to her before the game about plans. I'll buy you a new Louis bag. And DT said, or Duana said, DT lived up to it.
Okay, now, I think, so teammates, we're teammates. What do I get if, you know,
well, I can get you a Walmart bag.
Like that?
We can go to TJ Maxx. Get some good stuff there.
That's right. Max for the minimum. Ask Angel to do a little bit more. Maybe she'll step it up and help me out. An unparalleled.
She's trying to help Asia Wilson.
Harrison finds a little crease and gets the floater to drop. Remember, it was Taurasi that retired in 2024, but when you listen to the greats of this game and the guardians of this game talking about Diana Taurasi.
Dawn Staley is part of starting this league, and then, you know, I would sit back and think, okay, when these great players retire, what's going to happen? Well, it was players like Diana Taurasi that took the torch and continued to elevate this game to another level. Players today had.
Knocking it down to Sammy Whitcomb as we send it over to Angel.
Telling her mom, I want to be like her. And by the way, I'm actually going to play in the league. Kelsey Plum said her mother, later when she got drafted, went into the kids what made her so special. And by the way, it was her welcome to the W moment as well.
Excellent. 5 minutes to go in the first half between Portland and the Mercury. That shot denied for Bonner. Last touch. Uniform and home here with the Phoenix Mercury after a mid-season trade. And Nate Tibbetts said
happy to get back to Phoenix so that he could, you know, show her the facilities and she could feel what it...
Oh, Copper comes up with it. AT was running with her. Nearly loses the handle, recovers it. Whitcomb back to AT inside to Bonner. Trying to work along. Bruner rolls it in. Tawana Bonner with 11 points, 4 of 9 from the floor. Bruner back the other way, 3 of the ball game. Even at 31 all again. Here with the Phoenix Mercury. 6th woman of the year multiple times this year as getting to the rack is Sammy Whitcomb. Late, deflected by Bonner, and then the foul. And so free throws upcoming. Remember, she missed the first part of the season recovering from arthroscopy on that left knee. She returned back on July 11th and just getting back into that rhythm. It's her 13th game. Right now, Carla Lade and the Fire need to find something to ignite them on the offensive end, and it's Emily Inksler.
But Carla,
we talked about it in the open, just how effective she is in doing so. And trucking over
the 3. But then for Kalia Copper, with the way Duana Bonner's playing right now, she might not need to.
Bonner's been falling in this first half thus far. 13 points, ties, or is the most rather in the first half for her this season. Meanwhile, Carlton pass near half court, and Whitcomb gets it over to Copper. Copper, want to see her get going, just 5 points, only had 3 field goal attempts so far in this one. The up and under, step through, won't go. This is a Fire team that likes to get inside, and they're awful.
Yeah, she had 20 points against Seattle. She's found that confidence of where to find her spots, whether it be the mid-range or spotting up at the three.
The fine for 18, sticks it in. 8 points, 5 rebounds, and 6 assists. With that post-up of Carlton ceremony streaming live after the game on the ESPN app.
Yeah, you don't want to miss that. I mean, she is the GOAT.
No question about it.
Nah.
No qualms.
10,000 points in a career, come on.
The only to hit that 10K club, and you see Carla.
That would have been her fourth.
And also, it means that Phoenix will not have a challenge for the remainder of the game.
As this game is right now, but I agree with Nate Tibbetts using this challenge at that time.
Bonner thought about it. Decides to use a little more clock, then takes it to the line, left-hand finish, and on the hoop and horn. WNBA as of August 3rd, 378 career wins, both regular season and playoffs.
Look, and she's third in all-time scoring in the WNBA, DeWanna Bonner.
Behind Tina Charles and Diana Taurasi. A 4-point advantage for Phoenix. Portland Fire get things going here in the third. Fire, who won 3 of their last 4, grabbed 2 against Seattle, also picked up a win against their rival expansion franchise Toronto as well. Carlton elevates and rolls it in.
You know, I'm 4 of 6 all passes from Carla Late, and Phoenix is 6 of 12 all passes from AT.
See how they initiate and how important they are on the offensive end. Wickham, quick release, no. Ingsler, remember, starting off here in this third quarter. Thought about it. DeLeo rolls off for Megan DeLeo, formerly Talia Copper. Over to Bonner. Roshan throws it right into the hands of DeLeo, and Late spreads out, waits for her teammates, and then gets going downhill, rims off. DeLeo with the putback, can't get it to go. Third opportunity, this time it falls. Go along with 3 rebounds.
Man, she should be in the conversation too of most improved.
And 18 comes with the bucket. But I love your point as Ingsler going right at Copper, the hoop and horn.
Place. She's going to be the one diving out of bounds or sacrificing her body against the bigs to get rebounds.
Thomas still grabbing that left wrist from the last possession down the floor. Has the ball in her hand. Copper tripped up. Basketball national team roster. Will be competing coming up. The World Cup break from September 4th to 13th. With the mid-range, Jay. Carlton puts it in. Well, Bridget Carlton here in the period. Sean, that's Copper, great ball. Kicks out. Bonner leaves it short. Ball just bounces. Crowd title, 6 finals appearances. Made it there last year. Talia Copper with a big step going all the way to the finals before reaching Las Vegas. Jeopardy of being one of the few teams in WNBA history to not return to the playoffs to the finals appearance. Good recovery there from DeLeo. Picks up the loose ball and puts.
Got such a nice touch. Remember watching her in college and doing the Mikan drill, not with 2 balls, but with 3.
Copper going right to the rack.
You know, Copper Tibbetts was drawing up a play for Diana Taurasi, and Diana said, no, hey, Coach, Copper, she might have one in the bank.
But again, the way that Diana Taurasi has just uplifted, encouraged, and empowered her teammates over the years. Wickham, who was bumped on the way to the hoop, she pops right back.
So they're very, very young. So you got Sammy Whitcomb, who was third pace when I was 38.
One of 5 players to play at 38 or better. I mean, you think, again, Taurasi, 40, 20 seasons, all in one jersey. Jordan Harrison out of West Virginia.
Nate Tibbetts talks about the leadership that Sammy Whitcomb brings to this team. DeWanna Bonner as well.
All day, drains it. Phoenix 5. Correction, 6 triples made. And back on June 5th.
You know, she had to carry the mail because remember, Alyssa Thomas, Kalia Copper, and Sammy Whitcomb were not available to play.
Copper with the foul from behind on Sarah Williams. Well, the WNBA app is
Seeded where for the playoffs?
It's going to be very interesting right now. Minnesota coming into today with a 3.5-game lead on Golden State. Their closest, right behind them is Las Vegas. And then the steal, and DB once again, hot stepping here in Mortgage match. To be something that she does, the transition take foul.
Now, Portland is never out of a game because of their ability to get to the free throw line and get open looks from the three-point line.
Well, you're talking about a team that hits 10 threes a game, and you thought they may have been out against Minnesota. They were down by as many as 29. Samuelson. Jordan Harrison spin move. Good defense there by Held. Better offense for Harrison. She gets it to fall.
The 2 games that Carla Late was out for injury, it was Jordan Harrison who had to step up and start at that point guard spot.
Well, she brings an energizer, bunny kind of bug, along with great defense. See her defending Held. Nice rolling fine to AT, and AT flips it up. Deflecting that one is Alyssa Thomas. Roshan, who's still scoreless in this one, finds AT. Kicks it over to Held, takes an extra dribble, and buries it from 3. Alyssa Thomas, 8 assists, 7 rebounds, 12 points. Appreciate the time. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Love you, D. You know, I asked DeWanna if there were a message she wanted to give to Diana Taurasi on this broadcast, and she said, first, thank you. Second, I love you.
Yeah.
That she said she wasn't one that would like scream and yell at you. You just followed her lead with how hard she worked in practice and on the floor.
CP, that's very interesting that you said those two. Brittany Griner, who obviously everyone loves that dynamic duo, and I asked her the same 2 things. What would you want to say to her? She said, first of all, thank you. She made me a better player. She made me a better human being. She said, also, I love you.
By Portland, and let's take the shot clock on the inbound.
And Phoenix does not have another challenge. They lost that one earlier on the foul by Lexi Hill.
Tasha Max Skies for that rebound. So it's Ayayi, Thomas, Held, Mack. She gets the ball, too strong, and Roshan for. Good time to tell you as we take a look at the upcoming Atlanta, Las Vegas. And then Wednesday on the USA Network, it's Minnesota Golden State at 10. For more on these games, please go to WNBA.com.
Bud and Jessica Shepard, who has been so key for them this year.
So much can happen as Booner gets it to rattle in from 3. Who has been a nice lift off the bench. She's upped her average so far this afternoon. She's got 9 points per 1-2-step one.
We talked about Portland never being out of a ball game because of their ability to knock down those shots, specifically from the three-point line.
They've made 3 so far in this one. The attempt from Hale to coach Diana for 8 seasons and also during her time overseas. And won a couple championships together, and she says it was a privilege to watch the GOAT.
That's right.
Bonner at the line.
Now Phoenix has got to heat back up. They started that third quarter. They were 7 for 10, but they ended the quarter 1 for 6.
Well, one thing that Alex Sarama told us is that, you know, they've been a part of jersey retirements already this season. Did so with assistant coach Sylvia Fowles earlier this year in Minnesota. So what did he tell us? What did he want to do tonight?
Acclimatize was the word.
Acclimatize? No, he wanted to disrupt. He wanted to play.
Oh, he wanted to play spoiler.
Spoiler.
He gave me that big word.
But I see him putting a big SAT word in there. All those. I want you to tell me what acclimatize means after the broadcast. As late, oh my, Carla late.
3.
The French point guard can't. She's in double digits with 10 points.
She's got 4 assists.
And the defense, good rotation there. Bonner, shot fake, puts it up. Carlton and Mack run into each other, and look at the pirouette there at the half-court line from Bonner. Great balance, Mack bucket. Carlton finds late, splits through 2 defenders. You know, now this is an area you have to be mindful of because Carla Late is one of the best to get to the free throw line in the league. The ESPN app. First meeting for these two clubs in nearly a minute earlier between Indiana and Atlanta. This is a 2-possession game, and then 2 great teams will take the pitch later tonight on this Women's Sports Sunday. NWSL continues in its rapid growth. Count that bucket for Copper. By Kalia Copper. And she's got 14 points now. Leo with 17, Late with 11. Disputed. Pull up, sizing up Carlton, no. Tracking down the rebound. 2 teams on the outside looking in for the playoff picture. But the way that they are competing here tonight has just been exceptional. And Carla Lake continues to be elite getting to the hoop.
Look, they know no different. Look, it is the pride that these women play with.
The sellout crowd erupts after Copper's made 3. Late turnaround in the lane. An average of 15 points. Mack double team, nowhere to go, but Copper is able to collect it. Poch, the Australian, out and running.
You asked me earlier what was going to decide this game. Shot quality. You got to take good expected shots.
An open look for Poch, high arcing 3, it goes.
Yeah, down the stretch. Phoenix, they got to take care of the basketball. Good looks, and they can't turn it over.
Intercepted by Late, to your point. Taken away and stolen by Carla Late. And a 3 here could tie it up with under 6 to go. Instead, they go to Frida Booner inside, rejected by Mack, right back into the hands of the Fire. Eyes down the 3, no. Both teams shooting about 50 or 43% rather from the floor. Copper with the find to Mack, who was waiting. For the Mercury. Meanwhile, Late once more attacking the lane. And
what she is making Phoenix do, say, you got to guard me, and now she could set up to kick out for the three. Game is at the level that it is, and it's the example that Diana Taurasi has set for those young players that were congratulating her in her jersey retirement.
Remember, the Ring of Honor ceremony will be live on the ESPN app after this game. And two, you'll be joined in progress here on ESPN after this game concludes. A one-point ball game. Bonner in the corner. No, Samuelson, who made that. Here's Thomas. Bonner looked inside. Instead, Bonner having to go to work. Goes in. No. Puts it back up. Won't fall.
May, June, July to August, her offensive production has continued to go up.
And she's behind BG and Diana Taurasi. Carla Late, who has been outstanding this quarter, and
14th attempt. They're 7 of 13 so far tonight.
Samuelson.
Diana Taurasi knows what great feels like, knows what it looks like, so for her to be a part of this would be huge.
Well, if I can, ladies, going back to their greatness at even UConn, it's a story that was shared just a few days coming into this game. They lost to Notre Dame in 2001 in the Final Four. Taurasi said 3 straight national titles, which solidified why Gino Auriemma stated during the tournament, we have Diana and you don't. So to your point,
you said it before, like, the commitment to excellence is something that stood out to him in his initial meeting with Diana Taurasi, and the fact that, you know, she can write her own ticket in whatever she wants to do, whether it is coaching or front of Arizona, keys of the city.
And what I took away from that conversation is she was quick to educate him on the history of the game, the knowledge of the game. She had pride in the game, and I think that
career high 11 points in this quarter alone to keep her team in it, and now they've got an opportunity to take the lead here on this possession. Late off the mark there. Rebound, but stepped in front of it is Carlton, puts up the three, won't fall. One more time in the hands of the Fire. A third opportunity closing in on the final 2 minutes of regulation. We've already seen one game go into overtime, and Late puts the
most dangerous player on the floor for Portland. She's got that toughness and tenacity. She ain't backing down.
First lead of the half for the Fire. Mercury with the shot clock winding down with the ball.
You got to keep Carla Late out of the paint.
She's got 21 points. The swing over to DeLeo won't go. Copper and AT collide with each other, going for the rebound. Whitcomb pulls it. No. DeLeo right back. Quick shot there. Did you like that selection?
No, I didn't, and I think that AT's got to have the basketball. She gave it up way too soon.
Inksler, oh my! The reverse layup and in. It's Copper through 2 defenders. Tough, but she finishes with the left. Kalia Copper. Six to go on the shot clock. Swings it over. Carlton thought about it, goes right to the hoop and leaves it short. Out and running and overthrowing Bonner, who got a hand on it. So Inksler inbounds it with 22.1 seconds left, immediately going to foul Carly Samuelson. Both converging on the ball was Whitcomb. 18 of 19 prior to that, now make it 18 of 20. So still a one-point game here as Alex Arama's group 56% from the free throw line tonight. Puts the back
now. And you don't want to go too soon.
Copper goes right at Carlton, and great defense by Bridget Carlton. The backcourt on the inbound into Carlton, giving chase, and they foul Carlton as Copper from the line tonight. Carlton a chance to make it a 2-possession game with a make here as it rolls in. 9 points for Bridget Carlton, but more importantly, a 4-point lead for the Phoenix Mercury legend. Thomas on the inbound, trying to give them extra life, a 5-second violation. Not the way. Nate Tippett's stolen by Thomas, put up, kisses off the backboard. Wait a minute, it's not over. 6 seconds left, and they foul Carla Late. Wow. DT standing to her feet along with the 16,513 in Mortgage Matchup Center. Or potentially go into overtime depending on this free throw. 15 points in this fourth possession for the Phoenix Mercury. Sammy Whitcomb heaves it up, oh, just off the mark. And the Portland Fire disrupt the night